In a quiet forest, filled with the gentle rustle of leaves and bathed in golden sunlight, lived a young elephant named Eli. He was a kind and curious soul, always ready to lend a trunk to help others. But deep down, Eli often doubted himself and his own abilities. Eli shared his life in this peaceful forest with his closest friends. Rico, a playful and nimble monkey; Lila, a graceful and gentle deer; and Tommy, a wise and patient tortoise. They were an inseparable group, and their favorite pastime was exploring the winding paths and hidden clearings of their woodland home together. One sunny afternoon, while they were sitting by the river, Eli shared a big dream he had been nurturing in his heart. He envisioned building a small, cozy resting area right there on the riverbank. A special place where all the animals of the forest could come to relax and enjoy the view. As soon as he said it, however, his ears drooped. He confessed his worries to his friends, whispering that he didn't think he was strong enough or skilled enough to make it happen. His friends immediately gathered around him. Rico chattered excitedly, Lila nuzzled his side, and Tommy gave him a knowing smile. "Eli, you're so much stronger than you think," Lila said softly. Rico added, "and will help you every step of the way." Tommy concluded with his slow, reassuring voice. "Together, we can create something truly wonderful." Their words wrapped around Eli like a warm blanket, chasing away some of his doubts. Feeling a spark of courage from his friends' support, Eli decided to begin. The very next morning, as the sun's first rays painted the forest in hues of orange and pink, he started gathering materials. He found sturdy, fallen branches, long, flexible vines, and large, shady leaves. At first, he moved slowly and cautiously, his old uncertainties making him hesitate with every step. But he kept his friend's words in his mind and pushed forward. Soon, it became a true team effort. Rico, with his amazing climbing skills, scurried up the tallest trees to pull down the best vines. Lila, swift and agile, gathered bundles of broad leaves to use for the roof, and steady old Tommy, with surprising strength, found and pushed heavy, smooth stones into place to form a solid foundation. Eli, with his own natural strength, coordinated their efforts, and together they worked like a well-oiled machine. They were the perfect team. With a pile of materials ready, they began to construct the frame. They worked all afternoon, their spirits high. But just as they were fitting the main beams together, a part of the structure suddenly wobbled and then collapsed with a crash. A heavy silence fell over the group. Eli stared at the jumble of wood on the ground, and his heart sank. The familiar voice of self-doubt returned, whispering that he was right all along. He just wasn't capable of doing this. That evening, a discouraged Eli sat alone by the river. The sun was setting, casting a beautiful, fiery glow across the water, but he barely noticed. He watched the river flow endlessly onward, and he wondered if simply trying your best was ever really enough. All his hard work had fallen apart, and he felt like he had let everyone down. As dusk settled, he heard a slow, scuffling sound behind him. It was Tommy. The old tortoise came and sat beside him, not saying a word for a long time. Then, in his calm, wise voice, he finally spoke. "Eli," he said gently, "hard work isn't always quick. It takes time. True dedication isn't about succeeding on the first try. It's about finding the strength to try again, especially after you've failed. It's about not giving up." Tommy's words were like a gentle stream, washing away Eli's discouragement. He looked at the reflection of the moon on the water and took a deep, steadying breath. A new feeling began to grow inside him, not just hope, but determination. He would not let one setback defeat him. He would not give up on his dream. He decided right then and there. Tomorrow, they would rebuild. The next morning, the friends returned to the riverside, their spirits renewed. This time, Eli approached the task differently. He used his great strength with more care and precision, lifting the heavy beams and checking that each connection was secure before moving on. He learned from their mistake, and guided by that knowledge, the project began to take shape, becoming stronger and more beautiful than before. With the main structure firmly in place, it was time for the final, joyful touches. They worked together, laughing and chatting as they wove the broad leaves together to create a shady canopy. They arranged the smooth stones Tommy had found into comfortable little seats. Rico and Lila used the most delicate vines to add beautiful, decorative swirls around the posts. It was no longer just a structure. It was becoming a cozy, welcoming rest area by the river. When it was finally finished, word spread quickly through the forest. Animals from all corners of the woods, squirrels, rabbits, badgers, and birds gathered at the riverbank to see what the friends had built. A chorus of gasps and amazed whispers filled the air. They couldn't believe how beautiful and inviting the resting area was. Eli, standing beside his creation, felt a warmth spread through his chest. He blushed with a quiet, humble pride he had never felt before. To celebrate, they all shared sweet fruits, told wonderful stories, and filled the air with happy laughter. The little resting area, born from a dream and built with teamwork, instantly became the new heart of the forest community, a place for everyone to gather and share peaceful moments. As the sun began to rise the next day, Eli stood alone, looking at what they had all built together. He watched as the light touched the little shelter, making it glow. And in that quiet moment, he finally understood the truth. It wasn't just about strength or skill. It was about hard work and the dedication to keep going. He realized that when we pour our hearts into something, we can create things that are truly meaningful, not just for ourselves, but for everyone around us.